Today, we are going to take a look at Nintendo's sweetheart, the one, the only, Princess Peach. Princess Peach, a beloved character in Nintendo's Super Mario franchise, has graced our screens for decades. The Princess of the Mushroom Kingdom has had many roles since her inception, from a damsel in distress to being somewhat of a badass herself. Peach has been shown not just as a passive princess waiting to be saved by Mario, though she does play that role a lot too, not gonna lie, but time and time again, it has been proven that Princess Peach does have the necessary courage and skills to get by on her own in various games and media. With her latest game, Princess Peach Showtime, releasing next week, I thought it would be a good idea to make a whole video dedicated to the Princess Peach. But first, let's start in the beginning with Super Mario Bros. The origins of Princess Peach start off, of course, in Super Mario Bros. For the NES, which was released in 1985. Now, on face value, she is, of course, portrayed as a damsel in distress that Bowser kidnaps, in which Mario has to save. I do want to say, with the whole damsel in distress trope, I don't want to get too, but I feel like at that time, it was acceptable to have the damsel in distress trope. I don't really want to criticize what the damsel in distress means and how I feel about it. Now, this is not the video for that, so I'm just letting you know. While I don't really like the damsel in distress, I've played a whole bunch of games with that, and honestly, I don't really mind. But yeah, let's move on. Princess Peach's inclusion in Super Mario Bros. Was so iconic that everybody knows the quote, "The princess is in another castle." And that line gets roasted to this day.
What?
No, all right. I know that sounds bad.
Anyways, the story goes that the toads throughout the Mushroom Kingdom have been transformed into stone, and the only person that can undo Bowser's black spell is Princess Toadstool. Now, you might be wondering who the heck is Princess Toadstool, but I'm here to tell you that Princess Peach was originally called Princess Toadstool. Fun fact, Princess Toadstool was the name we got in the West. That's because the people over at Nintendo of America thought that Peach didn't really sound like a toad name. It wasn't until Super Mario 64, 11 years after her first arrival, that we got the name Princess Peach. And that's the name that Nintendo uses to this day. And I'm glad, because Princess Peach sounds so much better than Princess Toadstool.
Please come to the castle. I have baked a cake for you. Yours truly, Princess Toadstool. Peach.
Anyways, we do have a little bit of backstory for Princess Peach. Her father was the Mushroom King and her mother was the Mushroom Queen. And that's about it. It was only for the first game. That's it. They never mentioned any of that again. Now, back then, all this stuff was regulated to the instruction manuals. Y'all remember that? I remember that, and I missed them. Now, as I mentioned in the beginning, Princess Peach was always that damsel in distress. However, there are many games where she is a playable character. Her first debut as a playable character was in Super Mario Bros. 2, released in 1988. Though this game does have a checkered history when it came to localizing and what's in and what's out, Nintendo of America, who are also known for their judgment at the time, said that Super Mario Bros. 2, the original version, was deemed too difficult for us Western audiences. I mean, it might have been too difficult for me, but not everybody in the West, but hey. So fast forward a bit, Super Mario Bros. 2 was released in the West, and they named the quote-unquote hard levels the Lost Levels. The Super Mario Bros. 2 that was originally received in the West contained 4 playable characters: Mario, Luigi, Toad, and of course, Princess Peach. So her character could float in the air for a little bit longer than any other character, which gives her a big advantage when it comes to platforming compared to the likes of Luigi or Mario. So Peach was like the easy mode character. And it wasn't this game alone that fleshes out Princess Peach's abilities that we see now in later games. But I love how beloved she is to Nintendo and her history that she got a spot in the original Smash Bros roster. And not gonna lie, I played her the most because she was one of the few female characters. Now, Smash Bros in particular gives her a whole bunch of skills because it's a fighting game and she needs to fight. So as the years go on, Peach will be a playable character in a lot of Mario games. She's playable in most, if not all, of the Mario sports games, all of the Mario Party games, and Mario Kart. Though Princess Peach is not playable in most Mario games, she does have a significant role, and I love it. I love to see it. She will go on to be a critical character in Mario RPG games, mostly in Mario RPG where you get to play her as a character. She is also playable in Super Paper Mario and a tiny bit in Paper Mario and Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door, and also have her own game, Super Princess Peach, for the Nintendo DS. Now, most of you are wondering how she got this main character status, and that is part and due to her personality. And that takes us to the next point. Princess Peach's personality. Try saying that 5 times. Now, I'm going to admit that in earlier games, Princess Peach's personality was as good as stale bread. But it wasn't until a certain Mario spin-off came into town that we got to see Princess Peach's personality truly shine. And that spin-off was Mario RPG. In that portrayal, she was sweet, classy, and elegant, with some strokes of bravery. Oh, and also, the dynamic between Mario and Peach is pretty on the nose on what kind of relationship they're in, just saying. But it's not only in Mario RPG, she does have more of a personality in Mario Sunshine, which is honestly my favorite 3D Mario game. In the beginning cutscene, she is the only one who notices the Shadow Mario running around and the real Mario next to her. Now, she doesn't really say anything, but she gave that face of, hey, did nobody notice that? And when Mario was incarcerated for the Shadow Mario stuff, it is Princess Peach who becomes her lawyer. But she is a really bad lawyer. All she said was objection, and the judge is like, overruled. Mario goes to jail, bye. Now, as you dig deeper, you will realize that Paper Mario is where her personality truly shines. Minus some bad games. In the first Paper Mario game, she plays a really vital role where she takes advantage of her kidnapped status and does some sneaking behind Bowser to help Mario. And she's shown to be very capable and courageous, especially when helping her star friend, Twink. He's an adorable little star who tries his best. He just has a really bad name. Anyways, now Nintendo noticed that a lot of people like it when Peach does stuff, so they repeated it in Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door. In The Thousand Year Door, she takes the same role as she did in the first Paper Mario game, but with this creepy AI robot. But it did highlight her bravery and yearning to help Mario wherever she can. And that's the thing about Princess Peach's personality. She is a very caring person, whether it be to Mario, Luigi, Toadsworth, or any other Toad. She cares about them a lot. And I feel like sometimes she feels bad for being kidnapped a lot. Though conversely, she still has some sass. And this is especially highlighted in Super Paper Mario. Most famously in Chapter 3, during this dating sim with this character, Frances. Frances is portrayed as a cartoonish version of a nerdy incel, and she ain't having none of that. And it's one of those rare times where you can see Princess Peach lose her temper, and there is a point where she gets so annoyed by your choices that she breaks the fourth wall and chastises you about your bad decisions. Doki Doki Literature Club style. And even one point, she makes all of the pixels in the dating sim just blow up. And a lot of people loved her personality in Super Paper Mario. And it's honestly my favorite portrayal of Peach. Now, I could go on and on with every instance of Princess Peach being chaotic. There's a lot of them. But the point I'm trying to make is, throughout the 40 years of us knowing Princess Peach's personality truly shines, breaking the whole damsel in distress mold that she was crowned on. So it's almost like Nintendo wants to tell us something like, maybe she needs her own game. Oh, wait, I remembered. Yes, Princess Peach does have her own game even before Princess Peach Showtime. It's actually right next to me. How could I forget? So the next portion of this video is Super Princess Peach. It was released for the Nintendo DS in 2006. Not only was this marked as the first full Princess Peach game, and it's a game that I hold dear because it has a lot of nostalgia for me, mainly because it was very fresh to have Peach as a protagonist, so I haggled my mother to buy me a copy and I couldn't put it down. Now, it didn't age that well because it's a very easy game, but I love it and I pick it up and put it down to this day. Super Princess Peach is a perfect example of a role reversal done right. Bowser decides to grow a brain for once and kidnap Mario. So Bowser thought of this ingenious idea which would get Princess Peach to surrender to him so she could get her party back. But little did Bowser know, Peach was gonna do it herself. But before she saddles away, Toadsworth, which is kind of her second in command, gives her a talking parasol. So with the parcel equipped and the power of her emotions, Peach goes out to save Mario. Now this game did face controversy because a lot of people didn't really like the whole emotion gimmick kind of thing. When I first played it, I didn't really give the emotion gimmicks a second thought because I was a kid. But as I grew up, I was like, yeah, that's kind of weird. It's not offensive to me or anything, but it's just, you know, bad taste. But all honesty, I was just happy to have a game where I could play as Princess Peach as the protagonist. Final thoughts though, Super Princess Peach was a delightful game and I loved it when I was a kid and I love it now. But with that said, what is the future of Princess Peach? Now, the biggest news regarding Princess Peach is, of course, the new Super Princess Peach Showtime. And it's looking to be another great adventure with Princess Peach in the helm. Now, the demo I played, and there was a bit of frame rate issues, so hopefully they iron that out before the game comes out. But honestly, I am very, very excited for this game. I mean, I did a whole video about Princess Peach for this game. And hopefully Princess Peach's Showtime will have great sales to pave a way to more Peach-related games. And I am very hopeful for the future of Princess Peach. If you guys liked the video, then please do hit that like button. The algorithm loves that. And if you're not yet subscribed to this channel, please consider subscribing. I do RPG content, Nintendo stuff. So if you're into that, then please subscribe. I hope you guys have a fantastic, beautiful rest of the day. And as always, play a good game. Peace, peace. Peaches, 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 peaches. Whatever Jack Black says, I forgot the lyrics, but it's usually screaming, so yeah! Peaches, 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 peaches. Wow, that song is actually pretty hard to say, because there's a lot of peaches in there.